Today I'm turning these bare aluminum Alu-Cab doors into a clean, insulated interior using a bed rug bed mat. Today I'm going to add some insulation to these Alu-Cab flip-up doors on the Alu-Cab canopy camper. It's just pretty thin aluminum, as you can see. And so what I did is I added some insulation. It's basically, but my understanding is this is bed liner. It's just a bed liner material that kind of goes up in there, and I'm sure it'll give a little insulation value. I don't know how much, but it'll also be quieter inside. It's definitely quieter inside. Here is the material I'm using. It's just a roll of bed liner that I am using. I'll kind of show you the end of it here. Kind of what this looks like. Anyway, you can order from Amazon. I believe this cost me, I think it was $99 for the whole roll. And there's more than enough to do the 4 doors on the bed liner. Here, let me show you what it looks like from the inside. It looks great. And also there would be I think they give a place to Velcro stuff too. So it looks super nice. Gives it a little softer appearance rather than just the aluminum. And again, I'm not sure what R value you could assign to it. It's a 1/2 inch thick and it's foam, so I'm assuming there is some R value there. But like I said, it just gives the interior kind of a softer look because it's material instead. So if you're wanting to put that bed matting in your Alu-Cab, your wing doors, really here's the only tools that you're going to need: a 13mm socket to get the extensions off, 13mm wrench, 4mm Allen wrench, 10mm wrench, and then just a really good pair of your wife's scissors. Make sure they're sharp. It can definitely be cut with a good pair of scissors. So that's all I used to put in the bed matting on those wing doors. Okay, so I'm going to try to show you kind of what I'm doing here. Basically, I cut that out. I cut the piece out, cut it a little bit long so that I can squeeze it up in there. Got it up in there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure down from here to go underneath. That's about 40 inches. That's about 40 inches under here. So I'm going to measure down about 40 inches here, or 40 millimeters. Sorry, not inches. Jeez, 40 millimeters. And then I'm going to kind of angle out and kind of cut a hole for this. And then I'll do the same side on this. So that's what I did on the other side. I started with this first and got those in there. So I'll go ahead and work on that. So as you guys can see here, I've just cut the holes for the things. Basically, just comes out like this. I took some scissors. It cuts nicely with scissors. So you just do that, and then you just, it's hard to do with one hand, but put this back up in there. I cut it a little bit long so that there's some resistance on the side. I just, like I said, I kind of cut it a little long so that there's resistance up there on each side. And there you go. So there's that. So now what I do is I'll take off each arm. I'll take off one arm at a time. Just put that in there, and then you'll be able to feel where this bracket is right here. And so I just cut one line through there and then tuck it down. So I'll show you that next. So you can see that line's cut right there. So all you do is just tuck that up under there. Now there are some bolts under there, but I don't think you need to worry about that. You get your arm back in there and get your deal back in there. I need two hands to do this, so maybe not. You go just like that, tuck that back in. That also helps secure the backing. So next thing we got to do is we got to take this light off. There's a bracket that hangs down here, so we got to take that light off. You just need an Allen wrench and a 10 millimeter to take that off both sides. You take that off, and then you do the same thing that you did on this bracket on the other side. You just feel it, and then just cut one line to get down for it to clear that right there, and just tuck it on, and then you put the light back on. Okay, now that that light's off, you can kind of see it hanging down here. Now you can see the bracket I'm talking about. Okay, just like last time, got the arm off. So now you just kind of feel up here. You can feel where the edge of that bracket is, right there, right there. And you cut a single line and then right there. So you cut that, put everything back together, and I'm not even gonna put any glue in there for right now, just because I don't think it needs it. That foam is compressing out against the edges, and the edges the edges of this have a nice edge on it here. So I don't think it's gonna go anywhere. We'll give it a shot. I do have some glue that I can put on there if I need to. And there we go. Just got our lines in. Just got to put the light back up and this back up, and it's basically done. Nice and smooth. Everything looks super nice. Again, I'm hoping that there is some R value in this. It's a 1/2 inch thick foam, so looks like it's open air, open cell foam. So not sure how much R value. I'm hoping 3 or 4, maybe 5 R value. Not sure, but it's got to be better than what it was. All right, there we go. The second door done. I'm gonna go in, take a break, probably finish this tomorrow. It's about 100 degrees here in Idaho right now. Fortunately, I'm in the shade, but man, it's still hot. So I'll finish the other 2 doors first thing in the morning when it's cool. So here's a finished look, and I'll do it from the inside as well, just so you guys can see it. So all 4 doors are done. Sorry about the sunlight, it's a little bit tough to see, but I'll show it from the inside. It'll look a little better from the inside. Okay, so here is the finished look on the inside of the bed matting. Sorry, I can't get all the way over there because I just painted the floor. But there you go. It looks pretty darn nice. When everything's all said and done, again, I don't know what R value this thing is gonna add, but I gotta believe it's 1/2 inch open cell foam, so I gotta believe it's gonna add, you know, I don't know, R2, R3, maybe R5 at the most. To be honest, I'm not 100% sure, but I know it's gonna add something, and it's gonna help, especially probably in the wintertime is where you're gonna get more, I think you're gonna get more benefit in the wintertime than you will during the summertime with this.